Hello YouTube and welcome to episode 10 of the FM21 Road to Glory with Marseille. As you can see today, the 15th of September 2022, we are taking on Gadzasar in the Europa League. They are an Armenian side and I want to have a look at their history. Can we see, not their competition, so runner-up in that league in 2017. We don't get any league history available. It doesn't even show what league they play in, so I don't think we've got the Armenian league loaded, so I don't quite know where are these results coming from. So they're only playing in the Europa League. I don't know how they're getting in the Europa League, but they are in the Europa League. So let's have a look. This is the team that they're rolling with. So they're playing a 4-2-3-1. That is fair enough. So since you last saw an episode, which was our unfortunate 4-2 loss in Portugal, we went and beat Stade Reims 2-0, Makoko Milik scoring, and then we won 2-0 against Saint Etienne, where Salcido and Willem also got on the score sheet. So before we head into the game, this is how the league is looking. So at the moment we are sitting in fourth, which isn't too bad. We are 1 point behind Montpellier and Lyon in second and third place, but they both have losses next to their names, where we've just got the extra couple of draws. So we are looking okay. We've only lost the one game so far this season, and it is all good with me. So at the moment, we are ready to go here in the Europa League, and this will be the team I think that we'll go with. It is a pretty strong side, so we'll go with Saliba and Francis, who will play at centre-back. So we've got to try and get that development happening for him. We've then got Christensen stepping into the half-back role just to give Tonali a bit of a break. Or actually, I'm going to go Toro instead, so we can give Christensen a break, because we do have Bordeaux in the league next. We then got Devine and Persson playing at left and right back. We've then got Ollie and Mikel playing in the middle, with Loftus-Cheek, Milik and Willem playing up front, just to give Makoko and Salcido a bit of a break too. So here we go. Our first European game is here. We need to start on the front foot. So I've decided to rest a few of the players. That might come and bite me in the bum, because you never know, they could be a better side than I'm giving them credit for, but I feel like this is probably a team that we should get the victory against, and we shall see how things go. So I am looking forward to seeing how we go in the league. In between episodes, I had a quick look at the expectations for us for this season, and I got the rounds wrong. So they wanted us to make the semi-final of the French Cup, and they wanted us to make at least the quarter-final of the Europa League. So I feel like the quarter-final of the Europa League is probably a realistic target for us, especially if we can finish top of our group and get an easier draw moving forward. But as things stand, I felt like we might have gone 1-0 down there as Merritt collects the ball. But things have been going quite well. We've been playing really, really well in the games. The Saint Etienne game, surprisingly, we didn't dominate. And right now, we've only had 34% of the ball. So we're not controlling possession like we do in France, which is kind of concerning. And I felt like our Armenian visitors could have gone on the break there, but Toro does clean up the wayward header, and we are starting to shift the ball well. We've got Reece Devine, who I'm really keen to see his development this season as well, playing as that left wing back. And the ball has stayed in somehow, and we're away here. Can we just find an early goal just to put some pressure on our opponents? It's Persson who hits it into the side netting, and we are off and back to the drawing board. And here we go. Can we just find something? That's all I want. We just need that early goal just to say, yeah, we are the more dominant side. We are the top seed in this group. We need to assert ourselves onto the group as that top seed. So here we go. Ollie, can he win that ball back? We do. It's Loftus-Cheek, who has dropped in quite deep. Can't link up with Willem. And this could be a big highlight for the Armenians, and it's not. Reece Devine picks the ball up, should play an easy ball up the line, doesn't, finds Milik's feet somehow, and we're away again. We've shifted the ball really well out to this right wing. Persson, who has come in and stepped in and done a really good job so far this season, puts in a decent ball, but we cannot make the most of it, which is a bit unfortunate. But here we go, Loftus-Cheek finding Persson once again, getting down this right touchline, trying to play Ollie, finds him eventually. This is better play through the middle. Can we find the next ball? Milik strikes straight at the goalkeeper. We need a goal. Rio Ave go 2-0 up against Lask Linz. That's an interesting name. And the ball comes in. and we can't do much with it. Ball in, there it is. Willem gets his third goal of the season, and he's starting to climb up the pecking order. So in our main team, it's going to be Salcedo in the shadow striker. It's going to be Willem in the complete forward, and Milik's actually lost his spot in the starting 11 overall, because Willem is just... It's more about that development for me. So we know what Milik is. We know Milik's going to get goals, but he's not going to get better. He's not going to make us more money either. So my plan is start playing Milik in those smaller league games, or if we've got a bigger league game, he can play in the Europa League, and then we'll sort of rotate through that front four with Dion and Makoko. That's sort of where I'm leaning at the moment, because things are going quite well for us, especially with Willem as well. Willem is, he's just playing well up front. He's got the stats for the complete forward, which I probably should show you. But he's also got 5-star potential. So I'd like to try and give him some more game time, try and allow him to realise that potential, and use Milik as more of a mentor. He'll still play enough football. He'll come off the bench quite a lot, so we can rotate through. But I think long term, it's probably more sustainable us playing Willem up front. So here he goes again. Willem, can he finish? Goes for the chip, doesn't get it. Why did he not turn towards goal there? He had an open net. Don't really know what's gone on there. And they kicked it into him twice. So adding insult to injury that he didn't score, and they start booting the ball into him when he's on the ground. But here we go. There's a lot of highlights here, and not many clear-cut opportunities other than that one. It was a good block by the Armenians, and that could have been the game if we went 2-0 up there. But they are attacking well down this right-hand side. I'm not going to try and pronounce any of these guys' names because they look very, very difficult to pronounce. But Loftus-Cheek finds Willem, gets by one, penalty. Thank you very much, referee. There should always be a penalty there. I think he was well inside the box. It is a penalty. Who's taking? I think Milik will take most likely, I think. That looks like Milik setting up on the left hand for his left foot. It is Milik. Can he put us 2-0 up? Bang. Of course Milik does. That's the one thing he does offer. He does offer penalties. Did miss one. Who did he miss one against? Against Monaco when we drew 4-4. He missed one to put us 5-2 up, and then we ended up drawing 4-4, which was quite disappointing. But here we go. Rio Ave are winning their game. We're winning our game. And in this episode, we are going to see us play Rio Ave. So if we can hold on here, as Reece Devine scores an absolute screamer. And he has popped up with a few goals, which is why I'm happy to play him, because he does what Amavi does already, plus he's going to develop. So I feel like Amavi's turning into our rotational left back, because if we can get this kind of stuff from Reece Devine hitting it first time, then why would I not play him? Why not allow Reece Devine to develop? That's how I see it. So here we go. That's a poor ball, but we managed to get on it. Before we move through into the second half, though, if you are enjoying this series, make sure you're giving the episodes a big like, and make sure you comment what you think, who we should sign, or what we should change differently, or anything that you want to add. Make sure you either comment or you jump in the Discord, which will be linked in the description, to have your say on how the save is going. This is going to be a long-term save for us. We want to try and win the Champions League at least with Marseille once, but I would love to try and turn Marseille into a footballing powerhouse. That is the plan of this save. So if you do miss things in between episodes, it could be vital, or if things happen on stream and you want to be checking in on that, make sure you follow us at Paulie29 at Twitch as well. So when we are live, you get to see it all happen live, as Milik scores an absolute wonder goal there to put us 4-0 to the good, which is what we want to see. That is fantastic football from the lads in white. I think it might be time to start thinking about some subs, which is annoying because we've got a bruised ankle there. So what we'll do is we'll go Milik back to that complete forward role, and we'll get Makoko on, as much as I don't really want to make that change. And we will get Tonali in the playmaker role, and we'll keep one sub up our sleeve. So again, this is just the type of football that we've been playing. Milik, oh jeez, that was interesting football there by the lads. But we've just been playing really, really good football. So in this game, we're not dominating the possession, which is a bit, not ironic, but a bit surprising is probably a better word, the way to put it. So it is a bit surprising that we are not sort of controlling the game better, but it's not the end of the world, because when we're going forward, we are making the most of our chances. And as things stand, we are top of the group, which is exactly where we want to be after one game here. I don't know. We've got a free kick there, I reckon. Let's try and skip through this because these do take a while. I think that was just on the edge of the box. I don't think it's a penalty. I'd be very surprised if it's a penalty. Yeah, no penalty. It is a free kick though. And we don't get the highlight, which is a bit disappointing. But here we go. We've got one more sub up our sleeve. I'd like to make it at right back. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to throw Francis out wide. We're going to throw Christensen at centre back. And we'll save Person for the Bordeaux game. We do have Dumfries. He's sort of ahead of schedule with his recovery. So he shouldn't be too far away from coming back into the team, which means we're going to have really good rotation options at right back. We've also got a young Croatian right back, but he is not registered in the Europa League. So I'll probably rest Person anyway against Bordeaux. Even though Bordeaux have started the season well, I still don't think they're going to be around the mark for the whole season. So I feel comfortable rotating. I'll probably give Reece Devine a break and play Jordan Amavi. That's the other option we've got, as Makoko is offside there. So we're lucky that we've got depth in the squad. We probably in the central midfield areas is where we don't have heaps of depth. So we're going to have to use Christensen a bit as that halfback, I reckon, just to free up Tonali and Ollie and whatnot, just to get some rest into their legs. But that is it for this part of the episode. A nice win for the boys there. They're all looking pretty happy. Milik with an 8.6 has had a fantastic game there. He's going to make it very hard for me not to pick him against Bordeaux, but I won't, because I have rested Salcido and I've rested Makoko as well for quite a lot of that game. So those boys will start probably against Bordeaux, and you are going to see us, when I get the schedule up, you are going to see us for Rio Ave. Or actually, no, we won't. I'll show you Lask Linz, because then I think Rio Ave is the last one there. Yep, so we'll show you Lask, and then we'll punch our way through probably to Rio Ave, probably to show you the end of the group, and then one of these other games. So what you're going to see is you'll see the games in between. I'll give you a bit of a recap, and then we'll go into Lask away, which will be a fun trip too. I reckon they're in Austria, aren't they? They are an Austrian side in the main division, but they're sitting 10th. So they are struggling quite a bit at the moment. So this could be a very good episode for us. So you will see us for the Lask game. Welcome back, YouTube. We are here with the Lask game. As you can see, I've just jumped ahead a little bit. Since you last saw us against Gadzasar, we've beaten Bordeaux 2-0. Got a 3-2 win against Rio Ave, which we were in control for the majority of. They did push late on, but we managed to hold on. And then we've just come off a 5-0 win against Strasbourg, where Salcido and Makoko both got on the score sheet with double. So we're playing some really good football at the moment. As you can see, we sort of had those slow start, few wins, managed to get through the qualifying tie for the Europa League, and since then we've only conceded the 2 goals against Rio Ave, which is really, really good to see for our point of view. So today we are taking on Linz, who are bottom of the group. And then we've got a run of easier games, which for us is quite nice. And then even our PSG game was up here. It's been moved for some reason. So now it's stretched away from the Lyon game. So our fixture list this season looks really, really good. So we don't have heaps of big games all clumped together. But anyway, this is the side we are rolling with to go. Actually, I'm going to give Mandanda a game because he hasn't played much. Trying to keep him happy. Pyatt's not registered, so we won't play him. And that is what we'll do. So let's get this game going. It has been really, really good, though, to see our side and the way they're playing. They're just literally dominating games at the moment. It's really good to see. Makoko, Salcido, they're just doing their jobs. Whenever Milik's played, he's actually looked really good as well. So we're definitely building something here in Marseille. Whether we'll push this year or not, that's a big question. Would be nice if we can push towards something this season. Obviously, we're not going to rush it though. I'm more than happy for it to take however long it needs to. North Beach jumping in mid-recording. Hopefully you're doing well, North Beach, as well. And we are flying at the moment. So let's have a look. We're 4 minutes in. We've had all the play. Can we cap it off with a goal? And wow, we should be finishing that. I'm quite surprised that our boy has not slotted that home, but as it stands so far, again, we've just been that dominant side. If we can get the 3 points here against Lask, then we're going to be in a really good position. 9 points from 3 games in the group, and that's exactly what we need. We need just to say, yeah, we're the dominant side in this group, in Group A, and we get to go to all the return legs, at least rotate our squad through the Europa League, focus on the league, try and push for that top 3 finish. If we can finish any higher than third, that would be ideal. Obviously, finishing top 2 would be the best. I do need to check the rules actually as well, because I think there's some interesting qualification rules around, like whether you get automatic qualification for the Champions League. I don't know if third is an automatic spot or whether it's a playoff. And I really don't want to be playing for a playoff spot in the Champions League. That's how I see things. I really just want to be in the Champions League group stage. So if that means we have to finish second for that to happen, then we'll push for second in the league. At least we know we only have to make a quarter final of the Europa League. And obviously, as things stand, if we get a win here, then I'd like to at least think we're going to get out the group being on 9 points. So that's how I'm sort of weighing things up at the moment. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to whack it on key highlights for us, so we're not watching absolutely everything from this game. Hopefully the boys can continue this reign of dominance. So it's 75% of the ball, which is almost unheard of for us. Like, we do have a lot of the ball. Another injury for Alina. I should be able to nurse it. All right, let's get Alina through the game. Hopefully he does recover from that knock. I'd like to see a highlight now of us going forward. That would be ideal. I haven't seen anything since we whacked it on key. Here we go. Is this a goal for us, or are we going to give the ball away? Ball in, and we've walked the ball. Willem has walked the ball into the back of the net, and he has been the nice little surprise. So he's technically taken Milik's spot in the proper starting 11. So if we're versing PSG, Willem will be in the starting 11 in that centre forward role with Makoko as the advanced forward. So he has just gone on leaps and bounds since we put him in the team. I can't remember why. I just played him, and I just felt like his stats really reflected that role. Probably the best as well as that complete forward. And he's just taken it, and he's just gone running with it. So he's got 5 goals this season as well. And obviously he wasn't in the team at the start of the season too. So that sort of shows the impact that he's had, since he's come into the team, as I almost go face first into the camera. Now it's time to give a few boys a break. So Alina will take off for Mikel. Christensen on a yellow card will bring Saliba on, and we'll keep one sub up our sleeve. So Saliba is someone I'm hoping to keep here once we do finish up this season. I don't know how we're going to get him in because we've got no money. So it might have to be another loan with an option to buy at the end of that loan, because then that would be the 3rd season. So that means the Makoko money would be paid off. That means the Saucedo money would be paid off. The Loftus-Cheek money, all that money that we spent last season, hopefully would be paid off. Maybe not. It might be another year. We'll see. We'll have a look at the projected finances. I've got to stop signing people now. So in the comments, if you start seeing me trying to sign people, or if you're in the Twitch chat, make sure you're telling me to stop signing people, because otherwise we're going to run our finances into the ground. That's how I'm seeing it at the moment. So we do need to just relax a little bit and let the team develop. Otherwise, we're never going to have any money when these guys all want to move on. The last sub we'll make, I don't really have anyone here, do I? I'll leave Tonali off. I'll leave Saucedo. We'll get Martinelli on for Ollie, and that'll be the last sub. And it's been a pretty convincing win here. Once again, we've given Lask one shot on target for the whole 90 minutes. So, as I sort of said, I feel like this group, we should be able to walk through this group pretty comfortably as I get a chance and put it wide. I am very, very comfortable with this group. So, as you see, we're 9 points from 3 games, and Rio Ave have won both their games. So, it's not... Yeah, so it looks like Linsk are definitely going to go out. I think we'll go through. As long as we beat Rio Ave, then we'll go through first. So that is it for this episode. So if you have liked this episode, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you come over to Twitch at Wally29 to catch all the action live. And I'll see you in the next one.